So let's talk about exponential growth. Whatever that means. Instead, let's look at a graph. For some of you more novice ecologists, that graph might seem a little bit more difficult than you'd imagine. But it's actually quite simple. Let's take a look at it again. So, on the y-axis we have the population, and on the x-axis we have the time. In the middle we have a j. Now what's that all about? Basically, the j represents how the population is stable over a period of time, and then all of a sudden, because of a population boom, there has been an increase, a sudden increase in population. However, nothing is complete without examples, so it's example time! So, because we can, we're going to look at exponential growth in terms of a cat population within a crazy cat lady's house. I promise it'll make sense by the end. So let's try to work our way through how exponential growth in nature might apply to a cat population in a crazy cat lady's house. First, let's start with a picture. So this is how the population begins, with 1, 2, maybe 3 cats. But then it goes to something like this. That's a lot of cats. We can see that the crazy cat lady stage has definitely set in. There's quite a few cats around, as you can tell, but we haven't quite reached that increase of the J part of the J curve just yet. But maybe after this photo. So by that third picture, I think we've definitely reached that sudden population boom on the J curve that we saw in the exponential graph earlier. But why might this have occurred? And maybe why not earlier? Well, obviously the resources were available to sustain the cats that she had from before, and perhaps this crazy cat lady went out, acquired some more cats through adoption or purchasing, and she obviously has enough means to feed all of the cats, so they probably felt comfortable enough to mate. And if she didn't spay and neuter all of them, she wouldn't know which ones were mating. Therefore, there could be several pairs that went ahead and mated, and all of a sudden she would have had a sudden population boom of cats. Also, within the crazy cat lady's house, there are no environmental limitations that might stop the cat population from growing exponentially. I hope that made sense and explained exactly what exponential growth in nature is.